Bowling out of Executive Strike and Spare in Louisville, Kentucky, Matt Ogle. His partner rolls out of Parkside Lanes in Aurora, Illinois, Sean Rash.
Remember how emotional he was afterwards. It was great to see.
He's on the left lane and begins our doubles competition with a strike.
Beautiful shot.
Great start. Great trust.
Yep.
16 titles. This team looks for the front four. Good shot, 10-pin stands.
Great shot.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, God.
Didn't like it. That's why, because he missed it. A whiffed 10-pin.
Sorry, Will.
Bowling out of John Scott's Partille Arena in Partille, Sweden, Jesper Svensson. His partner rolls out of Penn Station in Newton, North Carolina, Kyle Troup.
It sounded like hard work to me.
That sounds like something an Olympian would do to train for.
There we go.
Kyle Troup liked it for good reason.
It's the commercial.
Here's the Iceman, the super southpaw.
Oh, boy, get away with it.
He sure did, Jesper. He got away with it, and then some.
Break point, all three shots. He's perfect. Oh, boy.
Didn't like it, that's why he crosses over.
And then as soon as I say that,
A baby split.
right?
310.
Right, Dave? As soon as I say
You
that,
said it.
look what happened.
Matt wanted to be sure. You know, a million things going through her head.
Yeah.
The winning interview. He didn't get to thank wife Stacy and his dad Doug. He wanted to make sure we did. Because great pickup there on the 310. They were so instrumental in him getting to the winner's circle a couple years ago, and of course, every day in his life. Big strike. Hall of Fame credentials for this guy. Lock.
Shoe in.
Tripped in, there it goes.
See if they can keep this express rolling.
That's all Team Troup Svensson needs for a win to try to climb the ladder here.
Yeah, they'll take on Kris Prather and Andrew Anderson.
Two big stars of the game. 7 needed. Svensson gets 10, gets a win. Kyle and Jesper climbing. They win it.
Bowling out of Holly Lanes in Holly, Michigan, Andrew Anderson. His partner rolls out of Plainfield Lanes in Plainfield, Illinois, Kris Prather.
And I said, yes, sir, Mr. Roth. Whatever you say, and he did, because our ball rolls were similar. Mark was more powerful, but I could follow his lead.
He knew who the boss was, and Marshall just, followed suit.
That's the second shot in a row that just did not recover for Prather. He's lost.
He really is struggling. 2-4-8-10.
4.
Needed to hook a little bit more.
Yeah.
Boy, they've put themselves in a big hole.
We signed up for the doubles tournament. You looked at the list, and Roth and Holman were always at the top of that list. But Marsh, nice kick there. Whoa. Late on the 10.
Very late on the 10. Now it goes for a strike.
Both lefties, but different types of lefties.
Right.
Cook with the power and Ollie with the accuracy.
This lefty, guys, is powerful, but he's got a split to deal with here. Whoa.
Ooh, comes in high, leaves the 6 and the 8.
6-8 up there, Marshall.
In the game. But if Jesper doesn't make this, it's less than a mark.
Tricky. Doesn't get it. Leaves the 8-pin, so open frame with another open frame. And guys, got a 1-pin match.
These guys need to get something going.
He's striking on this ball. This ball's going to be flush.
Solid 9 last time.
Let's see, guys. You bet.
It was. That's an easy call. And it was.
Troup Svensson.
Well, that's the only chance that Anderson Prather have. They need to have something catastrophic happen to the Troup Svensson team.
83% conversion rate at this level. Gotta cover him, doesn't.
There's the break.
5 stands. And Marshall, you called it.
Well, I said it was their only chance. I mean, they needed help because Troup and Svensson were dominating. Yep.
2 strikes and 9 to win.
And Anderson's looked really good over the last few shots.
I mean, he's got to feel very fortunate to be in this situation right now.
Yeah, he
had to feel like there was going to be no chance, but that opened it up.
gotta have it. Gets one.
Is that any good, Randy?
Perfect. Do it.
He does it. Wow. Trip 10, and there's the strike for Anderson. Now 9 pins needed for a win.
He's a pro. He's got this lane wired. The very worst that should happen right now is a solid 10, solid 8.
9 to win it. How about 9? How about a win?
It's out time, baby!
Wow.
Shots.
Anderson, Prather advanced.
Come on, guys.
The defending champs are knocked out in the second match.
Bowling out of Nob Hill Bowl in Yakima, Washington, Marshall Kent. His partner rolls out of Easy Bowl in Bluffton, Indiana, E.J. Tackett.
Amped up towards the end of the game, and the ball goes a little long sometimes. I remember that happened to me back in my day.
Marshall Kent. Oh, that's way wide and miss.
And you can drive that head pin into the 610, or you can go in between. Get the ball in the 1-3 and use deflection.
Lot to cover here, guys.
Kind of like that.
What a conversion for Marshall Kent early here. Now E.J. Tackett competed yesterday at the World Championship. Not the result he wanted. Back at it today, just like Kyle Troup. Anderson. Yes.
I'm being told that EJ accidentally hit the reset
button.
So he's being charged for a re-rack for his team.
So 1 left for that team.
Roll.
Talk about his solid 9 is such a bad break, but wow, look at that one. Don't you
Hall
agree?
Of Famer Marshall Holman. Hall of Famer Randy Peters.
He needs this strike right here. This has got to go.
Oh, give it a run.
Really? Challenging spare conversion. No. 4-7 stands. Open frame.
Entering the pocket. Got it to that ledge again.
Yeah, and it stayed light. He leaves the 210, and
Once the ball reaches friction, it slows down. But
210, tough to make here, guys. Just the 2.
I mean, the location looked okay, so maybe that's part of the lane getting a little bit drier.
Just 5 pins needed
yeah,
for a win for Prather and Andrew Anderson. E.J. Tackett, who had so many top 10 finishes last year. 4th time, as we talked about, as the number 2 seed. They'll come up empty again because Prather and company have ended this one. Match 3 goes to Clark Kent himself and Andrew Anderson.
You see 2? I got it. Set.
Bowling out of Oakfield Lanes in Brandon, Florida, Tom Doherty. His partner rolls out of Maine Bowling Center in Greensburg, Pennsylvania, B.J. Moore.
Marshall, this is one of the most beautiful games on the PBA Tour.
B.J. Moore, the loft, left lane, good start. Tampa Tom, Major Tom steps up here. Leaves the 2-pin.
I honestly think that was an arrow right of where he wanted it.
Come on. Pick me up.
That was the farthest shot right of any ball we've seen on the right lane today.
Agreed.
What a year it was for Anderson in 2018. Kristopher Player of the Year. Wow. With
That
shots
ball-
just like that.
That ball stopped just in time.
Our show today. Prather, yep. Format match play. PJ Moore didn't like it. And that's why 210.
Yeah, he missed it off his hand at the body.
Needs it and misses it way wide left. Not close. Open frame.
Thanks, Randy.
We love you too,
Marshall,
man.
always
Great
an
to see
honor.
you.
Always an honor, my friend. Always great seeing you.
Marshall's going to head down to the lanes now to present those trophies and get the Sharpie ready. Double your fun on the trophies. About to be passed out by the legend Marshall Holman. Andrew Anderson. 4-7 this time. Syracuse fans a little nervous right now.
I'm sure you guys will be fine. You still have Boeheim, right?
Yeah, we sure do.
Okay, you're good.
Yeah, Michigan's going to be a high seed. Don't worry.
3 pins and it's done. I think Prather can handle that.
He sure can.
I'll tell you what, it would have been a lot more interesting if this game was close coming down the stretch because Anderson looked like he lost his reaction, and I'm not sure there's much more room left on that left lane. But guess what? That's not the story. The story is these two guys overcoming adversity and capturing this title.
Kris Prather, Andrew Anderson win the 2021 Roth Holman PBA Doubles Championship here in Tampa, Florida.
Marshall, thank you so much. You did the trophy presentation, and as soon as I'm done talking to these guys, I know that they're going to want you to sign that.
I got the pen right here. It'd be my privilege.
Perfect. So, guys, let's... Wow, there was so much that happened through today. But let's start for that first match because, listen, you came through in clutch moments when Kyle left that open in the 9th. Walk us through that because from our perspective, I was like, are these guys going to be able to pull it through? And you did.
Yeah, I mean, sitting there in the chair going into the 9th frame, I bet you both of us thought it was just about over. And when he left the 2-4-5, I was like, there's a chance. I mean, does Kyle really miss that? I mean, that's a once-in-a-lifetime miss for him. I mean, he's not going to do that very often. That was a gift. You have to take advantage of that. When they give you a gift like that on the lanes, you take advantage of it. And I was so happy to just throw a couple good ones.
And you guys took advantage of that for sure. Now, one thing that we talked about earlier is you said your guys' communication between you two is key. I heard you guys talking to each other all throughout. Kris, you struggled a little bit at the start of the matches. So what did you guys talk about to bounce back from that?
Yeah, for me to start, I was a little confused as to what exactly I wanted to do on the lanes. And obviously the first one, I almost threw into the Gulf of Mexico. I checked, it is that direction. He was able to calm me down and help me feel my legs as I'm walking to the approach. So that's kind of what we were talking about the first half the game, and then settled in and got really comfy and had some really good shots afterwards.
After you threw that last shot, you literally took a deep breath and you look completely relieved. Congratulations, you guys are now champion.
I love it. Did you do the honors, sir?
Sign those trophies,
Absolutely.
Marshall.